Okay, what is up, traders? What's up, tycoons? Coming at you guys with an update on Kadena. Okay, ticker symbol KDA. I gave you guys the breakout levels on the last video, right? And once we broke there, I had three major support levels. Look at how well we respected these levels, break, retest, come down to our previous level, and then we found support. But we have established a little bit of an uptrend, right? We're starting to make a high and a higher high, and we have a low and a lower high. So on a smaller scale, we do have a little bit of an uptrend, okay? But we're looking for a larger scale reversal. So I'm going to go over everything that you need to do to spot a reversal. We're going to take a look at our three major fib retracement levels. I'll explain why these are the most important and how to really use them the best way. And then we're also going to go over the relative strength index, our RSI, and show you guys how you can spot divergences, which essentially just happens when, the price of the token is doing one thing, but the relative strength index is doing something else. That's known as a divergence. We'll go over a bullish and a bearish divergence and explain it in a very simple to understand manner, so that you can learn and start to use some of these strategies. All I need you guys to do is smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, and we'll go ahead and jump straight into it. So starting off with the fib levels, the way these work is nothing moves in a straight line up or a straight line down, right? What you get is you get a move up, retracement, and a continuation higher, or a move down, retracement, continuation lower. You can spot reversals when you get that move up and then you break through your retracement levels, right? Or when you move down and then you're able to break through the retracement levels. That's how you spot reversals, okay? So if you take a look, we're connecting our swing high down to our swing low, and you see we have this move down, we have a retracement to the upside, and then we continue that trend and head down lower. So you can use this to spot trend continuation, and we've done this multiple times. Okay, if you take a look, there it was here recently. We have swing high, swing low, move down, retrace up to the 50% level, and then continue heading lower, hit our bearish price targets. And what we've done, okay, is we've moved down and we've had a healthy retracement up to our 61.8% level at 1.2236. This is our big resistance level that we need to break out of and flip to support for us to get the reversal. Okay, again, you can spot a reversal when it looks something like this, but otherwise you're just getting trend continuation if we reject these levels and head back down lower. Okay, now just because something's bearish and we are in a bear market, it doesn't mean that there aren't trading opportunities to the upside. So that's where bullish divergence comes in. It's something very useful to spot possible entries and exits. Okay, so if you take a look here, we have this low, and we come here and we make a slightly lower low at this point. Take a look here, right? So we have a low on our RSI, and then we have actually a higher low. So, the token actually went down just a little bit, right? But our relative strength index is actually increasing at a high pace. And if we look at this as just like a range in a zone, we can see that, we're really trading in this zone right here, consolidating when it comes to lows, but our relative strength index is going up at a massive, scale compared to the actual token chart. So this is a divergence, right? And we're bouncing off of this trend line 1, 2, 3, 4 times. All right. And sure enough, we do get a strong move to the upside. Okay. And this bullish divergence is a nice indicator that you can use to spot those possible entries, right? And as long as you're holding this bullish divergence trend line and bouncing, you still have the possibility for that bullish activity, right? If you take a look here from the lows to the highs, that was a nice move, about a 60% trade. You don't have to capture that whole 60%. If you can capture 10, 15, 20% and start to build consistent profits, that's really the goal, is to be consistent and not really just go into trades blindly, hoping to, make some profit, okay? Now, pay attention how when we broke that trend line, that's when we really got, the big push to the downside, right? So we had the move, we retraced up to our 50% retracement level. We know that these are three levels that we need to be cautious at in here because they're the three major retracement levels. And if we reject them, we're going to most likely head back down lower. We come up to the 50%, and then shortly afterwards, we break that trend line right over here. And you see we get a sharp push to the downside afterwards. Okay, so if we look at the current price action and what was happening, we actually were still building bullish divergence, right? So we have our low here on the relative strength index, okay? And this is a much longer and larger bullish divergence, as it's taken over months and months of time, right? This is the summer of 2022, and then this is December of 2022 right here. So, a long time period, right? We have a low right here, and then we have a higher low right here, and we start bouncing off of this trend line, right? So we have, our first touch here, second touch here, third touch here. We have a low and a lower low, right? But we have a low and a higher low right over here. Bullish divergence indicator, you may see some bullish activity. Not only that, we were at a major support level that we were looking at, right? This was our third bearish price target, aka support level, to the downside after breaking past our breakout support level, okay, to the downside. So we found support there, okay, and look at what we did. We retraced up exactly to our 50% retracement level right over here at 1.1421, and then we got rejected, right? So these are major resistance levels, but we're trying to break through, right? We got rejected at the 50% a few more times, and then we came up, broke through that, and we've actually gotten rejected here at our 61.8% level of 1.2236. So this is the most important level to pay attention to right now. We need to break out past this, so that way we can, continue this shorter term trend, right? Because if we look on the shorter term, okay, we have a high, we have a higher high, we have a low, we have a higher low, right? So we are in a short term uptrend. But if you take a look at the overall scheme, right, we have a high here, a lower high here, and possibly a lower high here. We need to flip this into a higher high, okay, and come above this level and really get our reversal kicking and continue this short-term uptrend. Now, we do need to be cautious, okay, because there is something known as bearish divergence, right? So we went over bullish divergence. Let's go over what a bearish divergence would be. So if you take a look, we are in an uptrend, right? So we're moving, we're making higher highs, but here we're actually making a high and a lower high. So whenever you see something making higher highs, right? High, higher high, but the RSI is making high, lower high, that's a bearish divergence, and it's an indicator you could see some type of a pullback. Not only that, we're rejecting our 61.8% retracement level. So, everybody just needs to be cautious, and be prepared if we do get some type of a pullback. And if you're looking to go long, as a general rule of thumb, it's not a great idea to go long when something is overbought, right? Now that doesn't mean it can't go higher. If you look here, we were overbought, we did get a pullback, but we ended up going higher. But just as a general rule of thumb, it's not the best idea always to go and buy something when it's in the technical definition of overbought, right? Because this line here is this dotted line is 70. 70 or above is the technical definition of overbought. What we want to see is we want to see us break this trend line, okay, and bounce on it as support and flip it from a resistance to a support. If we can do that, we can break through the bearish divergence, and that's essentially what we're going to be looking for. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. These are the major levels that you need to watch out for. We need to break above 1.2236, or most likely this is just going to be a healthy retracement with a move back to the downside, right? We have our move down, we have our healthy retracement up, and then possibly continue head lower. But we could be in the process of spotting a reversal if we're able to break through these levels and make a high and a new higher high. So that's it. I do viewer requests every single week. If you want to see your token in the next video and you enjoyed this one, all you have to do is comment down below and I'll make a video on it for you as soon as I can.